Now we will discuss wings, and wings for the Rebel rebreather. The reason why I decided to create my own wing and why I'm not satisfied with the standard solutions. So let's talk first about the standard wing offered on the market. Usually, it's suggested that the use of a standard backplate and wing and pad of any shape, if required, is adequate. Obviously, it can be used for a rebreather, but I don't like this solution. The first disadvantage is, in a standard wing, the inflator hose is locked in the centre. In a wing dedicated for a twin set, the inflator appears between the two tanks, but when using with a rebreather, the inflator hose rests on the diver's head. There are wings available where this inflator hose is positioned on the side. The second disadvantage is the size of the upper part. It's too big. It is not noticeable when using a twin set, but with a rebreather this part will always be too big and sit higher than the top of the rebreather. When inflating the wing, not enough space is left for the breathing hoses which lie to the left and right. The lower part of such a wing is also too long. This is inconvenient because the rebreather is shorter than the twin set, and this lower part of the wing always folds. On the surface it folds when you sit, and you have to pull it forwards, so it eventually gets worn at the fold point and fails. Having to sit on this is not that comfortable. This is the reason why I decided to develop a wing which would perfectly meet a rebreather's diver's needs. And thus the Rebel's wing appeared. This wing is available in two sizes, 20 litre, which gives 40 to 45 pounds lift, and 30 litre for 55 pounds lift. Unlike the standard wing, as you can see, my wing is mounted from the other side, not on the back, but on the front of the backplate, and that is why you no longer need a pad. The wing is fastened with 8 screw bolts, and even if you lose them, all the wing remains in place. You can see there are many holes on the sides, top and at the bottom. You have ample to pass through all the hoses you require or would ever need. The main distinction you can see is that the wing is concave, not convex as with the majority of wings. This concave shape is designed especially for the comfort of the neck. I think this is the first ever such shaped wing. Even if you inflate the wing to the maximum, the volume on the top still remains minimal, just enough for the air to pass through. The same applies to the lower section. The size of the inflated part of the section is minimal. Now you can't sit on it. The inflator hose is located in the front. Let's consider now how I arrived at this solution. We'll return once again to the standard wing. You can see it is the wing of a technical diver. A technical diver doesn't deflate air raising his hand up as a recreational diver would. The inflator hose is fastened to the harness. He deflates air this way or through the rear valve. Here is a question. Why do we need a curve on the inflator hose? When diving on open circuit, this is not a consideration, but when diving on a rebreather, this matters. We have our inflator hose, breathing hoses and counter lungs in the same place, so the inflator hose is positioned to the side. Therefore, on my wing, I place the inflator hose at the front. It's located in a convenient place and is ideally suited to be clipped to the counter lung when mounted. As you can see, the wing has a bungee that is intended for mounting bailout tents in the Sidemount style. This system is built into the wing during manufacture, and you do not need to add or rebuild anything extra. To fix the tanks to the wing has a tail with 2 handles. These handles are slightly modified to suit the overall design of the rebreather. The crotch strap also has a soft cover. Why was it necessary to include the side mount system? The rebreather diver doesn't use stages on every dive like a diver on open circuit, so they may be a little further away, and mounting them in the side mount style is the ideal solution. Therefore, the side mount system is not additional and was originally built into the wing, and it's also part of the Rebel rebreather. Next, I will talk about another method of using this system, the use of the sandwich side mount system for the open circuit. We have a backplate with an integrated weight system, with the wing which is on the other side. The wing is sandwiched between the back and the backplate. We have developed a system of bands and a tail with handles for the side mount method of attaching tanks. So, if for some reason you do not go diving with the rebreather, you do not need to tinker about or change anything. You can just make a dive in side mount mode. To do this, just attach the two tanks onto the wing in the normal side mount configuration.
Цепляете два своих стейджа bailout по типу сайдмаунта и можете идти нырять.
If you are like me and making 99% of dives in a dry suit, then you have another small trick when using this wing. You simply fold the wing back, connect the Velcro straps that are available, and use the wing just as in the previous method, and nothing flaps about. If for some reason you start to use the inflator, then the Velcro unfastens and you can use the full-size wing. To conclude, I want to say a few words for those who consider that the side mount system from XD, Halcyon or DTD is better or that it is more suitable, etc. than this one. Yes, it is more suited to side mount, but please do not forget that you are now viewing a rebreather presentation and equipment for rebreathers. This side mount option allows the owner of the Rebel rebreather a fast and uncomplicated conversion with no added cost. Simply disconnect the rebreather to make a dive in side mount mode, and after, reconnect the rebreather to make again a rebreather dive. This is an optional feature for owners of the Rebel rebreather.